Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's going to join us. Just going to see here on the iPad and go ahead and get us shared to the groups to make sure everyone can find us. There it is. Share. Groups. I'm going to do the VIP and, of course, our team. All right. I think we're good to go. No. Oops. Our team. We don't need to hear that. All right. I think we are good to go. So we'll just give everybody a chance to jump on here with us, take care of a few little bit of housekeeping things. And then I do have a real surprise for you. I do have some product here to do a little preview of what's coming in the next mini catalog that goes live next month. Not sure if you realize we are in December, which means January brings celebration, which is awesome. I can't show you the insides of the catalog, but I can show you the pre-order stuff that I did get through the purchase premiere as an attendee to the virtual onstage that we had. So I do have some product here. Our demonstrator pre-order, the official pre-order, does begin Thursday. So I'll be able to order a few more things out of the new upcoming mini, but they did give us a select bit of product to order early on when we did the on stage. So I'm going to run through the housekeeping things. Hey, Miss Sue, so glad you could join. Going to run through the housekeeping real quick, and then we'll do a real quick tour of some of the new stuff that's coming out. Like I said, can't show you the inside of the catalog. Hopefully most of you are getting your catalogs in the mail. So you can see them for yourself anyway, but I can show you some of the product up close and personal. So real quick, December Paper Pumpkin, we have until the 10th to get in on that. This kit is called All the Best. And it is going to create 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, and you're going to get coordinating envelopes. You're going to get an acetate box because this is something that you could actually gift. Thank you for sharing, Sue. I truly appreciate that. You're going to get a Pebbled Path ink spot, a photopolymer stamp set, embellishments, gold foil die cuts, and enough adhesive to finish the projects. So again, Paper Pumpkin being an amazing deal. You get everything you need in the box. I have here, I'm just showing the November tutorial bundle because I don't have in my possession the December tutorial bundle yet. But anybody who places a $50 purchase in my online store will receive the December tutorial bundle as soon as I get it. I don't know how many participated for the month of December, but I can tell you we had 52 participate back in November. So that was a pretty big bundle. And they have been running between 48 and 52. So I will let you know as soon as I receive the December. The girl that actually coordinates and puts it all together is currently working on this. We have not got all the details yet, but I can promise it will be a really nice tutorial bundle. The special release designer series papers, we are starting to sell out of some of these. The Christmas paper here, the shiny specialty paper did sell out, as well as the self-adhesive glimmer paper, but we still have the other 3. My favorite being the St. Nicholas paper. That is gorgeous with the antique old Santa Clauses. Oh, hey, Barb, glad you could make it. So that's still available. We still have our kits. Every month we do release a new kit, and starting next month, with the new year, Stampin' Up! Will be releasing 2 kits per month. So keep your eyes out for that. We are still, I think actually the give back paper might be sold out. I'm not 100% sure right now, but I think possibly the Walk in the Forest might be gone. Everything right now from the mini catalog, our current mini catalog, is while supplies last, because we are in that last chance period. Of course, the online exclusives, I do have in my pile here. Oh, I got it right here. This is one of the online exclusives that was just released in November. This is called, let me switch the camera over so you can actually see what I'm showing you. Come on, mouse, cooperate. There we go. This is called Feathered Flight. It's got the mallard ducks. Love this one. This will be amazing for doing some masculine cards. I'm thinking my husband's birthday is next weekend. He shares a birthday with Miss Nancy, December 9th. So I'm thinking maybe I'll make his birthday card out of this. Is what I'm thinking. Of course, I'm split. There's another set here that I will show you too that I might have to do that one. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, this is one of the online exclusives that was released in November. Starting in January, our paper pumpkin is going to have a small change. They are going to be adding some dies that will coordinate with a 3-month period. I agree, Miss Sue. I do agree. Anyway, so you'll see a die set every quarter that will coordinate with that whole quarter's kits. So like in January, they're going to come out with this love die with these little florals that'll coordinate with the January, February, March. April will have a new one for April, May, June, and so on and so forth. So that's something new that they're going to be adding to our paper pumpkin. Paper pumpkin every year does get better. Okay, real quick, we're going to do a quick look at some of our new things. Some things are celebration freebies. Others are in the catalog for order. All right, so this first pack of Designer Stories paper, this one here is called Flight and Airy. This happens to be a celebration set. So we're going to go ahead and open this real quick. So we have these pretty bluebirds, and then you have the patterns, the solid patterns, tone on tones on the back side. More of the bluebirds. I love this one. This one's so pretty. And then more tone on tone pattern. Isn't this beautiful paper? Can you imagine playing with this? Oh, look at this watercolor wash. Pretty floral. Oh, look at these little bluebirds. Aren't they so pretty? And just so you know, there may or may not be a coordinating stamp set in the mini catalog, but this here is Celebration. Check it out. Oh, look at that wash of color there. And then some pretty birds here. And again, it's a floral pattern on the back side. So very pretty paper. This would be free with a $50 purchase. Let's put that down here. And this paper here, this is called Softly Stippled. And I cannot remember if this was, I think this is from the catalog. I think. I could be wrong. I haven't memorized the catalog yet. Or the celebration. You would think I'd have it memorized by now, but I don't. Hopefully you all have received your catalog by now in the mail and you're able to just look in there and you'll know. All right, so this is the Softly Stippled. Love, love, love this pattern. And then we have like the paint. Looks like some paint strokes. Tone on tone floral, rose. Or maybe a peony. Nah, I think it's a rose. And then this textured pattern. It's like a weave of some type. And then we have here the leafy pattern. And then you have almost like a tweed almost, or a linen, like a spring linen. That's what that kind of reminds me of. I agree, Barb. This is very pretty. And then I love these taupe colored flowers. I think that's the Pebbled Path color. And then this Calypso Coral, again, like a paint strokes. Oh, I love this one too. Look at this one with the pool party. So pretty. And then again, this one's more like a fabric texture. And then this floral. And then again, more of that paint strokes. And that's that one. This is, again, the stippled, softly stippled. And the colors in here are Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Pebbled Path. Oop, can't see the glare. Pool Party, and Wild Wheat. Okay, this one goes with one of the sweets. This is the Perennial Lavender. And this paper is gorgeous too. And I mean, it was very pretty in the catalog, so I can't even begin to imagine what it's going to look like here in person. And no, straight up, this one is gorgeous. I love the colors in here. And then we have this pattern. More lavender. Ooh, look at that. Agreed, Sue. Awesome, amazing textures. And then, oh, I love this one with the Queen Anne's lace in there. The lavender and butterflies. Oh, look at this one. Love that tone on tone right there. This is probably so far my favorite, but I'm going to have a hard time because I love the front and I love the back. So, ew. And then this beautiful lavender. Oh, look at the gingham print. That's going to be another one to struggle with. That's pretty. Ooh, love that. Love that. That's pretty. That's pretty. And that's that. So that's all of the designer paper that I've gotten so far. And that was the purchase premiere that we were allowed. Okay, so then, which goes with that beautiful paper. Let me see if I can pull the pieces a little bit. Yeah, it goes together. No. This celebration. Oh, there it is. Is this it? No, that ain't it. Well, maybe the whole thing wasn't, because there's two bundles. You know what? I don't think they allowed us both bundles from that suite. What's this? Oh, yes. Here it is. Okay. Where? Here it is. Okay. Okay. So went with that lavender paper. Is 2 bundles. And one is the perennial postage. And then you have the painted lavender. So here's this is all sentiments and these dies. Love these dies. I promise, guys, our cards are quick and easy, so hopefully I won't keep you too awful long. But I wanted you to see what is coming. Check these out. This one's like the size of a little bit bigger than a postage stamp. You get this one that does, it actually embosses and cuts. So you get that postage stamped look. And then you have these little rectangles. And then, like I said, you have these couple little squares with that postage edge. Love these. And all of these sentiments work with one or more of these dies. So that's that one. And then you have this here one. This is the painted lavender. And then it has coordinating dies that go with this as well. Yes, Miss Barb, they sure are in the new catalog. And then here are the dies that coordinate with this. So you have the dies that cut these out, and then you have some extras like this one here, and this one here, and this one here that cut out some extra things that aren't necessarily stamped. Huh, that's weird. You can hear me on your phone, not on your computer. You had to get off and come back in on the computer. I believe these were part of that suite. These are the paper butterfly accents. I'm pretty sure that was part of the suite. Another stamp set is called the Painted Paradise. This actually I was able to receive as a free gift from Stampin' Up. It is part of in the catalog. This wasn't everybody that attended the virtual on stage was sent this stamp set. Then there's this Doggone Friendly. Is that not the cutest background stamp? I can see like doing some I think it just thundered. It's snowing out like crazy. I think we just had thunder. Anyway, I was thinking the spotlighting, like you could spotlight a particular dog breed in here, like maybe a Tucker dog, or like right there'd be a Tucker dog. My Labrador. There's all kinds of little breeds in here, so you could easily like spotlight technique, which is always fun. Let's see. Oh, I must have put the paper away for this one. This is another suite. I'm partnering with another demonstrator, and we do have a class coming out in January featuring the B suite. Oh dear, I'm making a mess over here. Everything's gonna fall off my chair. Whew. I've got things piled. Okay, so this is the bundle, the Be My Valentine bundle, and there is a spool of, what is this? Sweet sorbet ribbon. And then there's designer series paper that goes with this as well. That's really adorable. And there's some bees in the paper that coordinate with the bee builder punch. So you'll be able to punch out your bees. Here is a standalone die. It's an alphabet die that's really cool. And it has multiples of your vowels. So you could, and a few consonants like your popular ones like S's, T's, and R's. There's 2 A's, 2 H's, 2 L's, 2 N's, 2 O's, 2 R's, 2 S's, 2 T's. And then it has all your exclamations and question marks and an ampersand, hashtag, quotes. So all kinds of, I think you can see it better that way. It's a cool alphabet set. So you can spell out all kinds of things. This is another bundle. This is called the Ice Cream Swirl. Check that out. Now, the die for this set is very cool. You could actually make an ice cream shaped card. This has a die. Let's see if I can't. It doesn't matter, buddy. You heard the thunder. Now you're all in a tither. Check that out. This would create your fold. So you would fold your card. This here embosses. So you get your ice cream cone embossed image. So really cool. But I thought that was kind of neat. You could have an ice cream cone shaped card. So that'll be fun. Look forward to playing with that. Let's see. Oh, this one is the Trusty Tools. So this is the other one I was thinking about for my husband's birthday. It's got the tools. You got your hammer, your wrench, your paintbrush, your tape measure, pencil, and then all your handles you can fill in with your, so you don't have to actually color. You could just use your ink pad. And then the dies. Ooh, I thought I would be done showing this by now. You have some extra dies too. Like we have here your board for pegboard. You have like a drill, piece to cut out like your hammer head. So you could do your hammer out of maybe some foil paper. You got nuts and bolts and screws. All kinds of things. The key. So lots of fun. Okay. Then we have, I showed you that already. From Celebration, we have the watercolor melon. So that has your watermelon, and that coordinates with the new punch that's in the holiday mini. It's that modern oval that will coordinate with that punch. And then this is free with a $100 order. This is the Softly Sophisticated Celebration item, and it's a bundle. You get the Softly Sophisticated 3D embossing folder along with this stamp set. They come together. Let's see if I can get that in there. And then I'm just going to kind of clear my space here, and I'm going to show you real quick the embellishments, and then we are going to get started stamping. So hopefully that has you a little excited about what's to come. So here is the 3-color pack baker's twine. So these come in your nice pastel colors. And then we have the rainbow adhesive backed dots. And then these here, this goes with the lavender sweet. This is the purple fine shimmer gems. Those are really pretty. And they do really shimmer. I don't know if I'm catching it in the camera very well, but they have a really pretty shimmer to them. Okay, that's it. That's all we got. Oops, sorry, buddy. Here. Get up there in your bed and lay down next to Mama. Okay, let's see what we're working on today. I pulled in some different stamp sets tonight instead of working with one specific set. I pulled out the deer background stamp, and we're doing 'Tis the Season. We have a little pop of red with our ribbon there on our buck. Then we pulled out the new snowflakes. Aren't they pretty? Those snowflakes, I love them. Added some rhinestones to really pop them, and that iridescent ribbon. And then our lights. Check that out. This is a fun fold. Boop. Definitely would put a piece of basic white in there, but I didn't get that far. But for now, this is what we got. All right, so we're going to start with our reindeer, or deer. Actually, they're not reindeer, they're deer. And let me see what we got here. We need ribbon, glue dots, pecan pie, the stamp, our sentiment, and our sentiment comes from a carryover set that's in the annual catalog, The Brightest Glow. We've got some dimensionals, a little Wink of Stella, because let's face it, we need Wink of Stella on our snow. And then this is the Graceful Deer stamp that we're using. Okay, so I'm going to set this back here. And that can go there. I have also the deckled circle dies. We're going to use the number 2 die to cut out our 'Tis the Season. So I'm going to set those over here for now. And let's see what we got going on here. Looks like we got plenty. Let me... Whoop! Sorry, Tucker. Ooh, I didn't mean to hit you. Oh, that poor dog. He's got enough scaredy problems without Mama hitting him. Okay. I didn't hit him on purpose. I just dropped some stuff on him. Poor baby. He's got a rough life. Okay. Let's get all of our stuff out of the way here. So we have our big old deer stamp. I have a pecan pie card base. It's 11 inches by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. I've got my bone folder here. We're going to go ahead and burnish that and set it aside. Then I have a piece of basic white, and I did cut this. Oh, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah. 3 3/4 by 5. So I wanted a little bit of a wider border on there. So what we're going to do is I've got my stamp and I've got my ink pad, which is, again, the pecan pie. And I'm just going to go ahead and ink that up. My pecan pie is pretty juicy, so it's inked up pretty good. Then I'm just going to take my paper and I am going to lay it down as straight as I can get it. Take some scrap. And rub it. Like so. And there is our pretty little deer. I'm going to get my chamois here. Clean that off. My chamois is very well loved. That's why it looks so gross. I'm going to get that out of the way. Now we can go ahead, get our adhesive, and we're going to go ahead and add this to our card front. Like so. Then we want that Wink of Stella. And right along all the snow, I'm just going to add a little sparkle. If your snow starts to smear a little bit, it's okay. That adds a little extra character to your card front. But you really like that sparkle to your snow. Snow glitters, especially when it's really cold. And your Wink of Stella is going to make your snow glitter. So it's going to look really cold. There. Like so. Okay. Then I just have here a scrap of basic white. I have my 'Tis the Season stamp. And I'm going to get my pumpkin pie, pecan pie, and ink up 'Tis the Season. And stamp it down like so. Clean that off. Gonna bring in our Baby Boss. I just gotta find, what did I do? There they are. I knew I had them. The Baby Boss plates. We need these circle dies. We want that number 2 die, counting from the inside out. Run that through. Okay. Next, we want some dimensionals. I like to use 2. Goodness, my little garbage can is way over there. Okay, so we're just going to add 'Tis the Season down here in the corner. And then this ribbon is also from the annual catalog. This is the Real Red and Garden Green combo pack. And we're just going to use there we go. Just to add a little pop of color from our ribbon. And all I did was take a little bit of ribbon here and so yeah, Saturday my husband and I went and did a major stroke on our Christmas shopping. So we are really just about done. I just have a couple things to pick up now and we're done. And then Sunday, I kind of lost track of time because I made a big vat of, well, hopefully will turn into sauerkraut. Not 100% sure, but because I've never done it before in my life. But I decided to give it a try. And then when I was doing that, I was like, well, you know what? And as well, if I'm going to be homesteading it here, get the sourdough out of the refrigerator and get that going again because I kind of took a break from the sourdough. So it's been in the refrigerator kind of like hanging out. And I figured it was going to take me a couple of days to revive it. She was a nice, strong sourdough. I was really impressed. One feeding and she's right back to bubbling away and looking amazing. So I'm really excited that it looks like I have a really good sourdough. She fell back down like she's supposed to within 24 hours. So I just fed her again tonight when I got home. So I'll be able to actually bake with her as soon as I actually have some time. Hopefully maybe I can time the feedings and everything right because you have to bake with it when it's at its peak rise. So like, which is about 4 hours after feeding. Otherwise, if you miss that peak, then you really should feed it again and then wait till the next day and try again, when you reach that peak again before you try to make bread. Okay, there is card number 1. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Okay, card 2. This is our pretty snowflake. So for this one, get all of our stuff out. We're using the sparkling snowflake. There is a punch that goes with this. I did not use that for this particular card. Need my tweezers because I can't tie a bow to save my life. Our stamps. And let's go down here. Okay. So for this one, I have sparkling snowflakes. We're using, let me put this over here for now. We have Pool Party and Azure Afternoon as our colors. And I have an Azure Afternoon card base, also 11 by 4¼ We have it scored at 5.5, and we're going to bring in our loan folder and burnish that down. I have a Pool Party, which is 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 5 by 3 3/4. And then I have a 1 inch wide by, I don't know, 2 3/4 inches long, but I'm going to be trimming this up for our sentiment. The most important thing is that it's long enough, and it needs to be about 1 inch wide for our sentiment. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our basic white piece, and we're going to put the rest of it aside for right now. Oh, let's see. Let's put that right there. We're going to start with our Pool Party. And I'm going to start with the large, solid snowflake. And you know what? I should probably bring in that scrap. Just because we'll have a mess if I don't. Okay. So yeah, that was my Sunday. Saturday we shopped. Sunday, like I said, I hung out in the kitchen and did all that. Lost track of time, and I was like, oh boy. And I figured it was just, I probably could have still gone live because I actually did have everything ready, but I just figured, oh, it was such a rush. All right, so we're just gonna, it was probably just better to do it today after work. Ooh. Well, that's not how that, well, you're not gonna even see that. Definitely recommend having your mat under this so you have a nice cushion. But we're going to go over that with the other stamp, and you're never going to see it. Okay, so that's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and clean this one, set it aside. And actually, we don't need it anymore. So we'll put that down here. That's out of the way. And we're going to take the little solid snowflake, and we're going to do the same thing with the Pool Party. I didn't space these out as well as I would have liked to have, but that's okay. And maybe I'll put a little there. All right, that's good. Then we're going to take our Azure, put that one, close up the Pool Party because we're done with that color. And we have the Azure Afternoon, and we have our detailed snowflake, and we're going to go right over the top of the large pool party. We're going to line these up. Now, there's not necessarily meant to be totally lined up or even to do this. They're just separate snowflakes, but I liked the effect that I got by layering them. It's kind of neat. Not to mention, when you have these little boo-boos, it helps to hide them. So you never really know that that occurred. But it almost gives like a shadow effect. See, you never knew that I had that little mishap with the ink. Like so. Close that up for the time being. Clean the stamp off. That out of the way. Bring back our pieces here. So we're going to go ahead and add our adhesive. This is going to have just a teeny tiny border because it's literally just 1/8 of an inch bigger all the way around. Okay, now we're going to bring in that iridescent ribbon and we're going to wrap that around. And this is where that tweezer comes in handy. Well, there's our ribbon. Now we can go ahead and add our adhesive. Add that to our card front. Then we're going to bring in that little scrap piece here. And I have the Azure Blue again, and I have my sentiment, which is winter greetings. And we're going to kind of keep it off to the left edge. Like so. Close that up. And then actually going to trim that down just a smidge And then we're just going to go for the center. And then, of course, we need dimensionals. I'm going to put one up here, one down here, so we can straddle that ribbon a little. And that just kind of tucks like so. Then to finish it, we need our rhinestones. I have my take your pick tool here. And I like to kind of pop them into the center. So that's 2, there's 3, and you really like to work in odd numbers. 4, and there's 5. And there you are. Card number 2. All frosty and purdy. Okay, next up. And that would be this fun little guy. This one's got lots of bright colors. And this uses which is an entire suite of product, honestly. This is the Merry and Bright. And it's the So Merry and Bright, something like that, designer series paper. And this one I just thought was really fun. We need our dies. And let's pull out. We're using Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green. And we have our Merry Christmas. And we're going to put that down there. There. Okay. Either. So here we have a Granny Apple Green card base. And I have this scored. It's 8.5 by 5.5. And I scored it at 1.5 and 5 3/4. So that's 1.5, 5 3/4. And we are going to go ahead and burnish those score lines. And this gives us an offset gatefold card. Okay. Then I have 2 pieces of that designer series paper. This one is 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. And this one is 2. Wait a minute. Let's see. This is 2 3/4. So this is 1 or 2.5 by 5 1/4. Have to think. Okay. So we're going to start by adding some adhesive. When you go over with your adhesive, just roll it back up on itself. And this is going to go onto the narrow portion here. Can't see. Like so. All right. Then we're going to add some adhesive to this piece. And that is going to center on that panel, just like so. So there's your designer paper. Then I did use the scalloped and contour dies. I used the second smallest to die cut this rectangle here. And that's going to be part of our card front here. And then I cut another piece of basic white. This measures 2 inches by 3 3/8. And that sits literally right inside of that stitching. So we're going to go ahead and add that. So that lines up right inside the stitching, like so. And you can actually go ahead. We're going to put our dimensionals, just a couple of them, right along this edge here. So you don't want any adhesive coming across and accidentally sealing that panel shut. So you want to try to keep this so that's semi-centered. So that looks pretty good right about there. So those 2 dimensionals are nicely hidden right underneath, like so. So there's the card base. So we're going to set that aside for now. Next, I have, which is part of that suite, it's Melon Mambo and Granny Apple. Uh-oh, did I did not bring it, but we have scraps here, so we're good. We're good. Okay, so I have here for our light bulbs, and Stampin' Up! Brilliantly gave us 2 of these light bulb dies. We also have 2 of this style light bulb. And check out these. This is where I cut the tops of our lights. But what do you see there when you look at that? Do you not, or am I the only one seeing like a coffee mug or hot cocoa mug? You could easily turn those into hot chocolate or coffee mugs. Just saying. But we have the filaments for inside your light bulbs. And like I said, I'm using this one here for these lights, but you could use this one is just as easily. And we have 2 style light bulbs, but I'm using the old-fashioned light bulbs for this particular card. So I did cut for those, and we're going to bring in the Baby Boss. Okay, so, and we should be able to cut these at the same time because they should fit. Put that one on like so. Run those through. Yeah, isn't that kind of neat, Sue, that you can, I mean, you could easily, like I said, turn those into coffee mugs or cocoa mugs. Name your pleasure. Okay, so we have our light bulbs. Now, let's put these back so we don't lose them, because I'm famous for that. I have here some silver glimmer paper. And I'm not going to lie, I am using the self-adhesive because I need to get mine used up. But you could easily take glimmer paper and add adhesive to the back because this is now sold out. But I need 2 of these light bulb tops. If you were using plain cardstock, you could also emboss. So you'd have the screw lines. I don't know the technical name. And I'm going to cut 2 of these filaments. They only gave us one of this style, but you have that one too. But I'm going to use this one, so I'm going to need to cut another one of those after I cut these here. So we're just going to run this through. And because this is a little bit thicker and it has the adhesive, I like to run it through a couple times just to make sure it cuts all the way through. I've not ever had a problem with it, but it's just, I like to make sure. So see, this could easily be a mug if you hold it this way, but we're going to put them this way. Glittery mugs. That's the filament that goes there. Okay. And that goes in like so. And I have 1 filament cut. And I need to poke that out. Where's my pokey tool? I know I saw it here. Here it is. There it is. Okay. 1 more. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. And get that out. Save that glimmer paper because I'm sure I cooked something else out of that. And we'll just get our filament out of here like so. Okay. And that die goes up here. Okay. So we're going to bring our light bulbs in. And get that out of there. Okay. So this filament is going to lay on here just like so. And this one's going to lay on here like so. See how they fit in there perfectly? Then we need to bring in our tops here. And we'll peel that off. And that's going to lay on top like so. And that goes like so. Okay. So we're going to flip these over. and dimensionals. And I like to pop them over just a little bit to help hold. Bring our card back in. Peel the backings off. Keep it the same here. Put this one on first. So, and I put the little point of the light bulb there in the corner. And then this one is going to go over just like so. So there's that. Then we need our scrap here. And I have Merry Christmas. And I'm going to do Christmas in Melon Mambo. And I'm going to stamp that right down here towards the bottom. Oh gosh, I can't see. I got to bring this down to me. I can't see and stamp way up there. So I want to get it down here. Not quite as close to the edge as I wanted it, but it'll work. And then next color, Granny Apple. We're going to flip that around so we have the other edge. And this is going to be Mary. Got to bring it down to me, and I apologize. And there is Mary. Close that up. Then we need to do a little bit of surgery with our paper snips. So we're going to cut out Christmas. I want to trim that a little closer. Actually, I think I'm going to trim that. And then we have Mary. And we're going to trim that. And then to finish this, we're just going to go ahead and add adhesive. Get that all rolled back on itself. And Christmas is going to go here. And Mary will go here. And that completes card number 3. Okay, so recap. Card number 3. Card number 2 with our pretty snowflakes. And then, of course, our pretty deer in the woods. Oh, thank you, Miss Sue. I'm glad you like them. That makes me happy. I'm so glad you liked them. So, next week, I don't know. I might come back with more Christmas, but then again, I might start showing some of the new stuff. I'm not sure yet. But this, I know we're winding down, so I decided to broaden our horizons with a few different stamp sets this week, just because we're kind of running out of time. So, anywho, thank you so much for coming to join me. I know it was kind of a goofy Monday night instead of our typical Sunday, so hopefully that worked out for you. And again, I appreciate it. Hope you have a amazing rest of your week. All right, ladies, have a great night, and I will see you Sunday, God willing. Bye for now.